Morning everybody, and welcome back to KD Adventures, and we are back at it again with another hunt. Going back out to the same piece of public I've been hunting hard. I saw a deer last time I was out there. I saw a doe across the field, and then when I moved for the afternoon, I shifted around to a different part of the property. I actually saw probably the world's oldest spike. One spike is like the typical, like little spike, and then his left side is like a straight dagger. So I'm actually going after that deer. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, why are you going after that deer? Well, because I think he's cool looking. He's old. He's not helping the gene pool whatsoever. So yeah, I'm going to go after him. He's officially my target deer. And so I'm going to push back into the public a little bit further today. Set up in a tree that I think is going to be good. I don't know. It's going to be close to what this piece of public has a safety zone. It's going to be close to that. Maybe 70 yards off that boundary line where I can hunt and I can't hunt. So I can and I can't hunt. But yeah, so that is the plan today. Go in there, see if I can see this deer again. Hopefully get a shot at him. Like, that's the goal, right? But you never know. It is hunting, it's not killing. But also with that being said, if I get a deer within shooting distance, it's going down. Like, big buck, semi-big buck. I don't want to shoot a little buck. Doe, fawn, I'm kidding. I'm not going to shoot a fawn. But pretty much if it's an adult deer that I deem like is shootable, it's going down today. We're in November now. It's actually the day after Thanksgiving, so yeah. So time's running out. I still haven't filled a tag yet. So yeah. Yep. Alright, other than that, let's go get in the stand. So I was saying battery drained or whatever. But I just saw a giant 4-pointer. He was off in the field behind me. He was around, grazing around. I grunted at him, got his attention. And then while he was grazing around, he bumped up a smaller deer. And that smaller deer came pretty much kind of towards the meadow area that I'm in, just a little bit further away from me. And that giant 4-pointer went in between the thicket that separates this field and the field next to it. And it's awesome. I literally, I don't know if I got it on the GoPro because it's being weird saying battery drain, but I was like pretty much just talking about how daylight was breaking and stuff. And I was literally doing a B-roll shot of the field behind me. And I put the phone back in the mount, and I look out and I see just movement, and I throw my binos up, and it's a giant 4-pointer. So I'm definitely in their neighborhood, in the right spot. I just gotta get them to come to me, and I gotta get these freaking cameras figured out, because I don't know if it's the cold, but they're just, I came out here, the camera I use is an old iPhone, and it was at like 84%. I look at it like an hour later, it's at 1%, and then my GoPro was like 3/4 of the way charged, and now it's saying low battery. So I'm all jacked up right now, just because I saw those deer. I just gotta get them to come to me, or I gotta get to them somehow, and they were right inside that safety zone that I talked about in the last video. There's a safety zone because there's houses, and I'm about 80 to 100 yards from it, and they're smart. They were in that zone, and then that big 4 walked off. So hopefully I can get them to come around. All right, y'all. So it's 9 o'clock. The only other action I've had this morning, besides those deer, were a fox, some squirrels, and then I actually got to watch a hawk like jump down and try to grab something, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so it's about 9 o'clock. My plan is I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna leave the stand and the climbing sticks here, which is kind of risky on public land, I know. But I'm gonna leave those here, and then I'm gonna take everything else, and I'm actually gonna go scout further, like up into this meadow more, because I can go all the way to the very top side of this meadow without actually getting in the safety zone. I still have like a little bit of buffer, so I'm actually going to scoot up in this meadow, and I'm going to actually see if there's a tree that I can get into for tomorrow when I come out that gets me closer to the deer if I don't get a shot on them tonight. And then I'm actually going to go scout where that big old 4-pointer went into the thicket, and see kind of where he's going in and out at. And the whole time while I'm doing this, I am going to be dragging a drag rope behind me with some Tinks 69 Dopey, so that way I can put that scent out there and hopefully get that big 4 fired up, get him like in the mood, you know. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna get down, do all that, head home for like maybe 2 hours, get warm, have some lunch, because it should be about like 11 by the time I get home, maybe, depending how long it takes me to do all this, and then get back out here about noon, 1 o'clock-ish, and hopefully with the Tank 69 Dopey, I get that big 4 fired up and he'll come within the shooting range. But yeah, I think I'm in the neighborhood of where they live. I just have to be in the right spot to get the shot that I want. So yeah, if I find something cool, I'll definitely like film it and show it to y'all. If not, I'm probably just gonna play some like cool little B-roll for like a minute, just until I get back home. Good soup. So, let's talk about this morning. I am going to go ahead and assume that Dagger, which is I called that, what I thought was the world's oldest spike, is actually a massive 4-point. Well, not like rack-wise, not massive, but like body size, massive. Like the dude's neck was just ridiculously big. So, saw him this morning. He actually, while he was grazing around, caused another little spike to stand up. So I think those two dudes are hanging out and whatnot. So, with that being said, once I got down to the stand, I looked if there was a spot that I could get closer to those deer. I was looking for a spot. Dang, I just lost my train of thought. I was looking for a spot to see if there was a spot closer to those deer, and I did found it, whatever. I found it when I got down and I looked around. So, but that is gonna be for tomorrow. I'm gonna go sit that spot tomorrow. Today, well, this afternoon, should I say? I'm gonna get back out there, get back in the stand because I left the stand out there. So hopefully. It's still out there when I get out there, otherwise I'm going to be really unhappy. But yeah, going to get back in the stand out there, and I'm hopefully going to get a shot at a deer today. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but hopefully I'll actually get to watch him come back in and see where he's bedding down at, because the field that I'm hunting has that little thicket in the middle of it, and I think he's bedding around there, because twice now I've hunted that field, and I saw a deer laying down, and I saw him, and this morning, saw him, he was moving around, and he caused another deer to stand up. So I think they're bedding somewhere near there. So like I said, I think they're bedding down somewhere near that thicket, and I'm hopefully eventually going to get close enough to get a shot on them, because right where they're bedding at is on the boundary of the safety zone, so I got to be careful with where I sit and where I shoot. Otherwise, I could be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to enjoy my lunch, and we'll head out back around probably noon, head back out there, get back up in the tree, and just hang out there for the rest of the day, hopefully get a shot at something. So, yeah, catch y'all when I head back out there. Made it back to the stand. I'm back up in it. Got everything set up. It's currently almost 1 o'clock. It's about 50 degrees when I got out of the car, so it's pretty nice out right now. It's a slight breeze. Oh god, I got deer moving in. I got deer moving to the field already. Alright, y'all. That herd of does disappeared into the center thicket behind me, and I knew that's where deer were hanging out. The only thing is that I cannot hunt that center thicket because it's inside the safety zone, which sucks. So it's pretty much just being a lucky game now to be able to get one of these deer to come my way and come in within bow range. But I've only been in the tree like 10 minutes, and I turn around and look over my shoulder, and I just see it. 3 does just moving. One of them, though, I was watching, she kept like limping, or like kind of like hopping. Like she wasn't like walking, she was like hopping. So I think her legs hurt, honestly. But right now, they're in that center thicket. I lost them. So hopefully, big Quattro comes out and checks them out. You know, maybe he takes away that comes near me, so I can get a shot at big Quattro as he's gonna go check out the does. But that's still pretty cool. That's 5 deer now today that I've seen. That's the most deer I've seen in one day all year, which is pretty awesome. Alright, y'all. I saw some movement out in the field. Now look at it. It's another doe and a little spike that just went into that center thicket. The center thicket is just the money for them because they know they're safe there. So I gotta find a way to somehow get in position where I'm close enough to make a shot where they're not in the thicket, but they're going to the thicket. This is getting exciting. I'm excited about this. I'm actually seeing that makes 7 deer now today, which is awesome. Hopefully we get some more moving through. Hour of legal shooting light, and the only action I've had in the last couple of hours literally just happened like 3 minutes ago. I had a spike walk out of that center thicket off towards the houses. I grunted at him to see if I could get him to like kind of be curious and come over, but he really didn't care. So yeah, last hour. Hopefully we'll see some more action. If not, I do plan to hunt tomorrow. That's probably going to be a separate video. But because tomorrow's going to be, I'm going to be on the ground, and I'm actually going to be sitting closer to the safety zone where all these deer keep popping in and out at. So, yeah. Hopefully we see some more deer tonight. Alright, y'all. So I can tell you, with each day that I come out here, I keep getting closer and closer to these deer, alright? Let's talk about this afternoon. So I got in about, I don't know, like 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish, and I'm literally in the tree for like 10 minutes, and I see 3 does come in. You know, they're grouped together. They go into that center thicket. And about, you know, an hour passes by. Oh, not even an hour. Probably 30, 45 minutes after that, I see movement out in the field, and another doe and a spike go into that thicket. So these guys are hanging out in this thicket, having parties, all right? Well, they're in there for like 3 hours. Because around 4:30-ish, I see the spike leave and head to the houses. Or I assume he's heading to the houses. You know, a couple more minutes go by, about 20, and I'm over there looking in the field, sun's going down, and I look off to my left, and this dude was so quiet, like a ninja. He came over, he got within like 50 yards of me, and then dived down the hill. Well, not dive, but like he went down the hill, like right, last glance that I could see him. I caught him at the last moment. He went down the hill. And then 10 minutes after that, the two does leave the thicket, and they're about, 100 yards from me, and they go in where Big Quattro went in, and into that thicket that divides the fields, and they disappear. So I am in the area. I just have to get set in the right spot at the right time to get one of these deer. And at this point, I'm not being picky. I mean, I'd like it to be Big Quattro, but at the end of the day, I'll take that spike. I'll take the doe. It does not matter. But I keep getting closer. I'm feeling good about it now. Rut is about to be in post-rut, I think, next week, because it'll be the last week of November. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting close. I can feel it in my bones. I'm getting close. Eventually, I'm hoping to get a shot on one of these deer. Tomorrow, I'm coming out. I'm going to sit on the ground, though, tomorrow. So, in the morning, I'll sit closer to the safety zone. Not in the safety zone, because I can't do that. But I'll be sitting closer to the safety zone, hopefully within bow range of the moving deer. Because the last 2 times I've been out here now, in that area, they've been close to the safety zone, and I've seen them. So, yeah. A lot of deer activity today. Feeling good, feeling confident. Eventually, I'm going to get the shot off on one of these deer, hopefully. But yeah, other than that, if you guys like the content, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, share the heck out of the video, and I'll catch you on the next adventure.